One.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. We're at Chromebook Coding for Beginners. All right. So I have a recommendation here, video 9. I have just been messing around for like the last 2 or 3 hours on this thing. This is JavaScript. So I made this here. It's an empty box right now with nothing in it. Um, but all I used was I didn't bring anything no jQuery, no D3, no any libraries, no anything, just straight up JavaScript. And I'm realizing this is like what I have to do, like to be legit in programming. You have to, you know what I mean. You not only have to know how to use all the extra tools like jQuery, because jQuery is awesome. You can totally do crazy shit with jQuery, but you need to know bare bones JavaScript, like hardcore, man. Some of that stuff is like it's far out. So what this is this all this is RG. This I'm gonna save this input labels. I'm gonna make like a JavaScript playground with different stuff. This was the first thing that I always wanted to make one because I was like, I know you can make this. You have the tools. And what this is once I initiate it, it is just like a color picker. In fact, it is a color picker. Red, green. This one's for blue, and this one is opacity or alpha from 0 to 1. So this will be white, this will be red. So I mean, I could probably come back through and like label some of this stuff, but maybe add some features to it somehow. Make it make my own full on color picker. Because I have this one. This is just kind of like, it always does that to me. There it is. It like fades in, but this is just like a palette, and you can click on it. If you click on it, it gives you that information, but it also copies it. You don't have to even hit copy. Boom, copied. Copy to the clipboard. As soon as it highlights it, it's copied to the clipboard like that. Boom. But anyway, back to mine. Yeah, it's legit. Like that'd be 255 if you know the RGBA colors. You probably do by now if you've made any web pages like RGBA. That's usually that's my go-to style of color. Either that or just type the name out, like red, blue, where I'm just messing around. But yeah, this thing is totally legit. Like black. It'll be green, full on blue, and anything in between. 50 Shades of Gray. You know, just about anything. Now what I need to do is like, my next step will be to have it just give me the display of the color code so I can actually use this thing. But this was the initial setup, is just to get everything to work like it's supposed to. And it took me a legit couple hours to do this, because I'm not, and it's not anything, it's not even anything like that crazy. It's just like, you can, like JavaScript for me, it's like I know I can do pretty much whatever I want. I just don't know how to get it to do whatever I want. That's my main problem with it. And like I finally went and I kind of looked at like I tried to look at one or two other examples, but they were totally different. Like one guy was using a for each loop, made it like just an array. It wasn't a color picker. It was like some weird filter that just put like a transparency over the web page. Like, oh, it tinted red, tinted, it wasn't, it was weird. Like you can just put, it's crazy. You could just put, the other day I just put a bunch of colors into an array and use it for a map. Like it's JavaScript is bugged out. But anyway, I just made a bunch of stock sliders. I did get one hint from a guy though. Like I was trying to, I don't know if you've ever tried using event listeners, but I was trying to um, put a function on each event listener and like go right down into it. And I mean, this code is simple. All I did was make select boom, red, green, blue, alpha, and then red, green, blue, alpha. Put a input because these are inputs. Put my name of my function. I still don't even know why I put false there, but I do. Like I thought before, you had to put like just the word function and then jump like an anonymous function and just jump right into something. Like I didn't realize you could stack them up like that. Just like little things like that in JavaScript, just because I'd only ever done it one way. Because I haven't read a book on it. I've just gone to websites and looked at stuff. I don't really look. I need to look more at other people's stuff. That's how you learn. But I mean, this is it. This is all you can see it right here. Super easy. Just gave them all. Um, I gave them all. I went by ID here, just to differentiate between the sliders. You know, and then boom, function change color on same function on each one of them. Build the function change color. In the box, I put I put an ID on the box. I didn't even need to define that in here. I had it before. That's crazy. See, JavaScript does that stuff. Like I thought I had to say, see, I've got box as an ID to something out here to the box. Yeah, div ID box, and some just a little border on it, and height and width. And I never said anything about box in here. I didn't even realize that before. That's what I was doing. You can see like I have all this code, like weird code where I was selecting the parent. I put a div around all these, selecting the parent, trying to get it that way. But all I had to do was say dot box, and it knew what I was talking about in here, or box dot. That's crazy. I thought I had to make like, I thought I had to go like variable box equals something or other. That's nuts. And then boom, I just put in dot style dot background color. See, this is a crazy thing because in jQuery I just put dot CSS background color comma whatever. But this is longer, and I just put like, I don't even know what I do, and I put like on change in jQuery. I just put like dot on change instead of all this stuff. But yeah, just where the red would be is the red, where the green would be is the green, dot value, boom. Because each time, each one of these sliders has a value, and you can set all that up here. So I set type is range, that gives you the slider to begin with. And then a min and a max, because this is it goes from 0 to 255 for red, for green, and for blue. And I put step of 1. That means if I put like a little label out here, you'd see it. I could go up 1 at a time, and here 0.1 at a time, because there's 0 to 1 has 10 stops or 11, whatever it is. And that's pretty much it. I mean, that's the JavaScript to make a color picker. If you're just getting into coding and you're curious about JavaScript, I'll even I'll copy and paste the link to this Codepen, so you can come in and check it out and take a look at the JavaScript if you want to mess around with the color picker and see what you can add onto it, or see what you can do with it. All right, laters.